We are now less than 50 days until the midterm elections, and tonight the race for governor in the Lone Star State is heating up. Former Congressman Beto O'Rourke is now back on the trail after a brief bacterial infection sidelined him. He faces the tough task of trying to become the first Democratic governor in Texas in decades. What's his plan to beat Governor Abbott, and will he win over independent voters? In the Texas heat, we got a chance to run with O'Rourke and see what makes him tick during the long and grueling campaign season. It's the first in our series, Race to November.
We're really racing, huh?
Ready, set, go.
It's yet another race for Beto O'Rourke. Turns out this 49-year-old husband and father of three has stamina.
That was not a fair start.
He says he doesn't miss a morning. Every day, 7 days a week, this 6'4" former congressman runs at least 4 miles.
So you never listen to music while you run?
No.
On this scorching late summer morning, we asked to join him.
So you ran for Senate, ran for president, now running for governor. I take it you like to run.
Well, I want to serve. This is a big moment of truth for us. The rights that we perhaps have taken for granted for women, the right to make their own decision about their own body, or the right to marry the person of your choosing, all of that is under attack and on the line right now.
Good to be with you.
Hitting the ground running has become part of his routine.
That's what I want to do for you as President of the United States.
He's run for president,
Please welcome Ted Cruz and Beto O'Rourke here.
for senator,
And to get to work in Congress.
and now the former congressman is running again,
Our next governor of
this time for governor of Texas.
Are you ready to sign up and to be part of this campaign?
O'Rourke, one of the most prominent Democrats in the country,
It should be a Texas where it's you and me.
is now going head-to-head against Greg Abbott in one of the most consequential races of O'Rourke's political career, the most expensive race in Texas history that polls suggest is now a single-digit contest.
The last time a Democratic candidate won a statewide election in Texas was 1994.
It was Ann Richards. She was never ahead in the polls. Not only did she win, but she became one of the very best governors. We're bringing that same kind of Ann Richards spirit to this.
Whatever qualms people may have about O'Rourke, the man does have endurance.
What do you say, though, to people who say, man, you're just a perennial candidate. Whatever office is open, you're running for it.
I just point them to the 83,000 people who signed up so far to join this campaign.
This is what winning the governor's race on November 8th looks like. It looks like all of you.
He's trying to convince crowds like these that his brand of politics, which he says is all about bringing people together, is the solution to the Lone Star State's increasing divide.
It was said once before that you were too wholesome, too innocent, too decent to become president. Do you think that was a fair assessment?
No, I don't know who said that, but no, I tell you, I am who I am. What I try to do is bring everybody in. And I mean, I don't know if that's wholesome or what, but I feel like that's a very Texas value. You're my fellow American. You're my fellow human being. I think when we start treating one another that way, everything is possible.
The campaign trail is often grueling. For O'Rourke, it's especially long and circuitous. Over a 49-day stretch, he's traveling in excess of 5,600 miles through more than 60 counties.
I want to partner with local communities
with rallies and runs all along the way.
This is my kind of runner. I love to talk while I run. I never find people who like to talk and run at the same time.
I like it too. I like being able to have a conversation with someone. It distracts you from the pain you might be feeling or the fatigue that you're sensing.
What do you love about running?
Clears my head. It allows me to see the bigger picture. I also need it to disconnect from the day-to-day, moment-to-moment, and just be doing something that's physically hard. I can have 2 hours of sleep, 3 hours of sleep, and I go run, and I'm recharged. Hey, Abilene!
On this particular morning, he's campaigning in one of the reddest counties in a predominantly red state, Abilene, Texas, where 80% of voters supported Trump in 2016. But enthusiasm for O'Rourke is growing.
He speaks to the humanity in every person.
I like it.
Running during the summer in Texas is intense and not for the faint of heart. But what O'Rourke seems to take to heart is the saying that one run can change your day, many runs can change your life. It's as if he's always testing the limits of just how far he can go.
This is totally predictable.
Like this moment back in May when he interrupted Abbott's press conference about the shooting at Robb Elementary.
You are out of line. Please leave this auditorium.
He explains his sometimes fiery rhetoric behind what he believes is one of the biggest problems facing his state.
It may be funny to you, but it's not funny to me, okay?
You were recently heckled when you brought up Uvalde. What is your plan to tackling guns into the state?
Universal background checks, a red flag law, raising the minimum age of purchase for an AR-15. These are things that most of us can agree on. We have 3 kids who are in the public schools in El Paso. They and millions of other kids across the state are no safer today than they were on the last day of school at the end of the last school year. The same week that 19 children were slaughtered in their classroom.
Another polarizing issue, the Texas-Mexico border. Governor Abbott has bused thousands of migrants from across Texas to major U.S. cities, some from O'Rourke's hometown of El Paso, something the former congressman says is nothing more than a political stunt that's further driving the divide across the state.
Does Texas have an immigration problem?
Texas has a leadership problem. We have a governor who treats the legitimate challenges we have at our border as an opportunity to score political points. If you're coming to traffic fentanyl, if you're coming to traffic human beings, right now you're a needle in a haystack. We move the haystack out of the way by having a safe, legal, orderly way for people to come here to work, to join family, to seek asylum. Then we can go after those who seek to do us harm.
Years ago you said, I was born to be in it, I want to be in it. What is it?
Serving, being with people.
We're looking forward to winning this race.
And the former congressman insists his message of unity has never been more important.
Whether you voted for Biden, whether you voted for Trump, whether you've never voted at all, I want to serve you, I want to work with you.
A sentiment he hopes will carry him across the finish line first in the race to November.
Thank you. Thanks for doing this today.
Oh, man, thank you.
Just one of several more to come, and that was not a fair start. But our thanks to Beto O'Rourke for going on the run with us.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.